You ready?
What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Just making an awkward start of an interview. I have no idea why. But anyways, it's because I feel so close to my friend here. By the way, hi, my name is Tom Challan, and I am with Kathy Humphrys. Kathy has been in the network marketing business for a few months now, right?
A few months. Yeah.
How many months?
16 years. 16
years. How many months would that be? I'm just kidding. So 16 years. She's been the top 10 in a multi-million dollar companies, and she is currently a rocket leader in a team right now. She's made millions of dollars over the years, built monster teams of tens of thousands of people, and I'm just excited to be with her. She lives here in Utah. We're in a beautiful Provo, Utah right now in our studio, our hotel room, with my beautiful wife Kim there helping us out. But we wanted to share, I wanted to grab her because every time she shares, she has so much knowledge that she can give you. So if you are watching this right now, many of you are going to watch the replay, please let me know that you pop by. Take a lot of notes. Write down grab your pen and paper really fast because you're going to want to grab the information that she has to give. So let's get rock and roll. Are you ready, Kathy?
Sure.
So, okay, first question of the day is, again, 16 years building in the business with Todd in network marketing. If you are brand new, I'm going to start right out the gate. Is that okay? We just go?
Yep.
We were talking about this earlier.
Yep.
If you are brand new right now in network marketing in 2018, because we're in 2018, we're in a different era, with all the different ways that you've built over the last many, many, many years that has helped you made a lot of money in network marketing, what would you do right now? Like, what would you do right now? What can you tell that person right now that they should do that based on exactly what you would do right now? Like, what would be that, again, that one thing?
You know, that one thing. That's
by the way,
funny. What are you going to say, by the way?
Thanks for being here.
I love these two so much. Little side note, guys. I know that if you're on Priority Warrior, Priority Nation, Priority Network, or whatever priority organization that you're a part of, you know what you have in Tom and Kim Challan and what they bring to the industry. And so I know I'm not telling you anything new, but from my perspective, their heart and their wisdom and their talent and their skill and everything that they pour into you and to your teams and to how they help you become not just a better business builder, but a better spouse and a better friend and a better leader and a better parent, like all those things. Like, I follow these two in all of those aspects of their life, and they're the real deal. They live it every single day. So, and that's important because and this is probably a little side note, but we're talking about social media and the way that our world is today and all the different, it's so easy to put perspective out there, to put something out there, and comparison is the thief of joy, my friends.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
And so, but think about like Instagram and social media and everything. I know this is totally going off what you want to talk about, but it's on my heart that I see people scrolling and comparing with this person, that person, whether it's fitness, whether it's a car or business. Guys, comparison is the thief of joy. The only person that you should be looking at is in the mirror and looking at yourself. And these two do that every single day. They live it. They're so humble and so authentic, and they absolutely love people, and they take what they do every single day and they pour into you because they want you to have a better you, to be a better you, to have a better life, to thrive. And that's why they spend so many hours and so much time doing what they do, is because they have a huge heart for you to be you and to succeed where you're at so you can thrive. And stop comparing. I just came back from California. I was coming down the escalator, and this girl was in front of me, and she had 2 bags on the escalator, and you usually roll off and she was on Instagram, and she's a young girl, and I could see her, and she was on Instagram looking at some fitness girl in her workout clothes, and she literally was so involved in that she left her bags on the escalator, and I almost tripped over them, and she walked off with her phone, and she was on Instagram, and I'm like, are these your bags? She's like, oh, I'm sorry. And I thought, wow, like, what have we gotten ourselves into? So back to your question, being in the industry for 16 years and knowing how I built and what I did, and it was interesting. I did a training this weekend, and I used to think that my first year was by default because I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
I was totally green. I didn't know anything. I was very passionate about the business model. I fell in love with it quickly. I understood that for a very low amount of money, I was in a business that I could work from home. I could raise my 3 kids. I could go out and I could share a product and opportunity with people, and I could show them a way that they could have a better life, that they could do something that they didn't think they could do before. And I fell in love with that, and I started building that. And for years, I thought that I just, by default, I got lucky. And I've come full circle to understand that, no, that's exactly how you do the business. Is the simplicity of going out, saying, hey, Tom, I found something, I stumbled upon something that I think I'm going to have a lot of fun. We're going to make a lot of money and help a lot of people. Would you be open at just taking a look at it, a video?
Well, what is it?
You know what? It'd be so silly for me to try to explain it to you. There's just so much that I want to make sure you get. It's like a 5-minute video.
Did you hear what she just said? Would you have been able to say that? It'd be so silly for me to try to explain that. That's why a lot of people don't succeed, what you just said. Because that doesn't sound professional.
Right.
It's so silly. What industry in corporate America says those kind of words? Well, it'd be so silly for me to try to explain it. What industry? Our industry. Why? Because it works, right?
Yep. And because, think about it, guys.
So good.
Think about this business model. It's the most interesting business model. For a couple $100 and some product or whatever it is that you enroll in, you say yes, you enroll in it, you say, I want to try the product or the service. You get enrolled in the company, and for a couple $100, you are now qualified to make millions of dollars if you choose to. That's the business model. But there's nobody goes out and gets a certificate or goes through a course. Nobody has thousands of people that they've put together that's all of a sudden going to come in and they're going to be a professional in network marketing. It's the craziest business model. From A to Z, you have stay-at-home moms, high school dropouts, retired doctors, retired nurses, school teachers. Everybody from A to Z has an opportunity to do this business, and they come in and they're locked in to do a business and they have no experience. They don't even know what the first step is. It's the craziest business model, but that's what makes it work.
Yep.
I said, I don't know, more in 6 months, and made more money than I've ever made in my life.
Wow. Okay, so let's go deeper, because this is something that's not talked a lot with a lot of uplines. Okay, so I'm going to extract it out of you. What happens when a lot of people, maybe you, this has happened to you, or for sure it's going to happen with your team members, when they say, I did that. I did exactly what Kathy said. I called up people and I said, hey, I want to show you a business that we're getting started in. Would you take a look at it? Or, hey, I'm starting a new project, or whatever. Simple. It's the words are not, and you say those words and they do it to their friend, their neighbor, their coworker, and it doesn't work. Does the system not work then? Does network marketing not work? Did the presentation not work? What is it that, why didn't that work? Why doesn't that work for everybody?
Well, I think that a lot of it has to do with the person that you're talking to, their personal timing, where they're at.
Timing?
It's not necessarily what you're saying. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. It's understanding that not everybody is at a place and a time to go, oh yes, I want to do that too. I think it's posture. I think a lot of the time in network marketing, if people don't understand their network marketing and you talk to them, they're like, oh geez, she's going to want me to sign up in her business. Like, that's what they think. No, you don't. You don't need anybody. You feel like it's the biggest blessing that's ever put in front of you, and you need that posture to be able to say, it's like more matter of fact. It's like, look, I gotta go. I've got so much going on. I just started in this business and I really don't know yet what I'm doing, but I'm super excited about it. The products are changing people's lives. I really need to get, up to speed on how I run this, this as a business. But man, I know it's probably not a fit for you. I know that you've got a gazillion things going on, but boy, I don't know.
Okay.
It's worth a look. Just 5 minutes.
You got to do a timeout. You've got to write this down. I need my notes, honey. You got to help me out. Would you please help me out if you're watching the replay of this? I want you to put down the words right now. Timing, she said, because you could say the perfect words to someone and they're just not ready. So timing. Oh, timing and posture. Mm-hmm. I got one more that you just said. I don't know if you caught it. Timing and posture, which means confidence. You just say it. And number 3 that she said is humility. She didn't say it, but in her words. So timing, posture, and humility.
Well, and a lot of the thing too with the business model is you're getting involved in something that you've never been involved if it's the first time. And so let's take me for example. I did hair. I was a cosmetologist. I managed salons. I did, that as a career. So when I first went to, and guys, I went to my first 20 people that were closest to me, that I loved, that I trusted, that trusted me, that knew who I was. I didn't go to my most special, big, business person I didn't go to my 20 top-notch, oh my gosh, these are professional people. I went to the people that were closest to me, that loved me, that I could trust, that trusted me, that knew who I was. So if I would have went to them and had all these special words and all these ingredients and said things that I couldn't pronounce
So
before.
good.
And I went into this big spiel. They'd be like, who are you? Like, where did that come from? You did hair for a living. You're a cosmetologist. What do you, like, you lose credibility. You could make more and earn more credibility being yourself, because people know who you are. They know where you come from. So you saying, I'm not sure, but I'm going to figure it out. They're going, oh my gosh, she's not sure. She's going to figure it out. I could probably do that too.
So good. And then, so let's just say, because a lot of people that do that, they don't have the posture right away. They don't have the humility right away, unfortunately. They think they do. A lot of people think they do on your team, but they're not. They're over-talking, they're over-educating, they're overselling, but they think they're doing it just like Kathy or me or you. But it just doesn't work that way. So when it breaks down, the timing's not right, but they think it is, and they keep driving it with their friends and family, the posture, the humility breaks down, and it doesn't work over and over and over, then what do people do? Do they switch gears and try something new? Do they try to get a course on how to be internet marketers, or should they switch gears, or what should they do when they keep doing the same thing? That's simplicity, but it still breaks down.
So I talk to people about not worrying about the outcome, not trying to control the outcome, and repetition is the mother of skill, right? So you have
repetition.
You have to keep doing it over and over and over, and you have to trust that you have people that have years of experience and understand it's not on trial. The system's not on trial.
Yep.
The company's not on trial. The product's not on trial. The comp plan's not on trial. The system's not on trial. So you can't doubt that. One of the things that I teach the people that I bring in is that they have to be 100%. And what I mean by that is they have to believe 100% that this is something that they're going to do. And they can't let the first person that comes and says something negative shut them down.
Or the 10th.
Right.
Or the 20th?
Or the 100th. You can't.
100th.
Like, the system is a system, it works, and if you do it over, it's like my son playing basketball.
Yeah.
Huge avid basketball player. He had to learn to dribble and then walk and dribble, and he had to master those things first before he could try to shoot, then make a layup, all those things. So if the only way he learned to do that is to keep doing it over and over and over and over, but trusting that what you're doing over and over again will work. It's just a matter. You guys, the numbers are the numbers. And you've probably heard that it is what it is. You have to. I tell people if the first 20 people tell you no, the least you got was experience, and you're getting better, and your posture is getting better. But you have to be 100% of what you're doing. You have to believe in what you're doing. That posture has to be there. You don't need anybody. You're going to do this with or without them. You want them to come along because you love them. You want to bless them. It's so crazy to me. It's like such a beautiful industry. It blesses people's lives. Yet you get somebody that comes in and they're so fired up and they're so excited. They feel so blessed. And then you tell them to call the people closest to them and they freak out.
Exactly. That's so true. And then so when it keeps breaking down, what's the purpose of you continually promoting regionals, conventions, and training? Like, what's the purpose of that? Why do people? I mean, you still do this. Why do you keep going? Why don't you just teach people over the phone through a conference call what to do? Say this, do this, don't. I mean, it seems simple. Why don't you just do that? Why do you still promote events?
So there was a saying once I heard. It took me a while to really understand it. It's if you don't need the meeting needs you.
If you don't need the meeting needs you.
So if you don't feel like you need to go, which is silly, you always should, because I promise you 100% of the time.
Whoa.
If you go and you didn't think you needed to be there, and you go and you're focused and you're attentive and you're there, something there moves you to another level. It doesn't matter where you're at. We had some people this weekend that were innocent new people that had phenomenal stories that impacted and changed people's lives that was in the room. And so they needed to be there. They not necessarily needed the meeting. We needed them to be there. And so that involvement piece is so big. It builds your belief. It keeps you focused. It keeps you engaged. It keeps you plugged into your why. Why are you doing this? It keeps you plugged into the fact that there are people making it happen every single day. There are people making hundreds of thousands of dollars every single day in network marketing. It's not on trial. It's not like you're still trying to figure out if you're ever going to make $1. When you go to these events and you see, you have to, look, guys, our product is people. So it doesn't matter like what company you're in, what product you're using. That's the premium vehicle that you get to use to now help people reach their dreams, their goals, their desires, to help people do something they never thought they could do. That's the vehicle. The product is people. And the only way you develop your product is you've got to get in face to face. You've got to, I mean, this, you guys called me and you said, meet for breakfast. Oh my gosh. Luckily I have my balanced set time to work, and it wasn't this time. So I'm like, I'm on it. And I would have changed my schedule anyway, to come down and just be face to face with you guys. I love you guys, and we don't get to see each other that much. And I know that this is going to be an impact for you for the rest of the day. It's impacted me for the rest of, like, this face to face, this being immersed in each other today has made a big deal for me.
I took so many notes.
Yeah, so it's you building to, okay, events are like, that's the cornerstone of your business. And the way that you build towards them is really, really important. But you have to do what it takes to get there. You have to know that that's a big part of your business. You have to make the investment. You have to get in front of people. If you don't need the meeting, which you always need the meeting, if you believe you don't need the meeting needs you, and you will always be impacted to be taken to another level in your business.
So good. So how do you get, in wrapping up, how do you get to a meeting? How do you get people to a meeting? Like, what do you say to them right now? Like, let's say you're going to say it right to them personally. They're sitting there watching you right now. By the way, hi. And if you're watching the replay of this is Kathy Humphrys. She's made millions of dollars in the industry. We shared this in the beginning. Go back and watch the beginning of this for sure. Please let us know that you stopped by. We know hundreds and maybe thousands of people will watch this. Please let us know you stopped by, and type in. If you haven't typed in, please type the notes that I had for me. If you haven't done that yet, please do that, even if you're watching the replay.
So if I was to invite somebody to a meeting right now, for me, it would be like, look, you know me.
Yeah.
We go way back.
Yeah.
And I know you know my passion and how excited I am, but it would be so sad for me not to be able to put you in front of a mentor of mine, somebody who has more experience, has had more success, and also somebody that has a huge heart that really wants to give people that shot of doing something they've never done before. And I can talk to you, and we're friends, and I can give you everything I've got, but it wouldn't be fair. You've got to hear this man face to face. You've got to meet him. I want to put him in front of you. You've got to see his heart, his intent, his wisdom. It will definitely change your life.
But it's in California, and I live in Texas. I got to jump on an airplane to go. Can you give me the notes?
Oh my gosh, I wish I could give you the notes.
Have you ever heard that?
I wish I could bottle up what's going to happen at that event. If I could put it in a bottle, you're right, we'd never have to go to an event again.
Boom, yeah.
But it doesn't work that way. And there's so much when you come from the right heart and the right intention, and you are like this gentleman is, there's so much, it's different every time. And it's something you're going to get a message. Like, I got a message this weekend and I've been working with him for over a year, and something hit me that he said that I thought, oh my gosh, that changes everything for me today. So it's so different. And I promise you, you'll make it work. If you really want to be there and this is something that you're absolutely serious about doing with me, you're going to figure out a way, because we always do. Like, you know that you have to be willing to do what most people won't do to get what most people will never have.
So good.
And
did you catch that? She said it changes everything. She just said that in a sentence, and it could be like she just dropped a bomb, like gold just dropped right now. Because what that really means to me when I hear that after 23 years of experiences is that it changed her forever, which means it's transforming her for the woman and the person that she was created to be forever. Why? Because someone was used a message that got through her to help transform. It's going to ripple through your team.
Well, we never arrive, ever.
Boom.
We never arrive. We're always
so
growing.
Good.
And you can reach down and feel like you're really good about reaching down and lifting people up. You also have to reach up and be lifted. And those events is where you get lifted.
So good.
It's where you get inspired. It's where you grow. It's where you get to that 100% that I just said you had to get at with your company.
So good. Share the love with Kathy. Let her give her the praise, love of the knowledge that she's given. Please just say hi to Kathy below. Let us know that you stopped by. Thank you so much for being here, Kathy.
Oh my gosh,
thank
my
you so
pleasure.
Much
Thank
for
you.
Grabbing that like gold that just gave it to us. So God bless you. Have an incredibly productive, powerful week, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye-bye.
Good job.